Welcome back to the David Pakman Show. You know, Lewis, so much to talk about, and a lot of that also will be happening on today's bonus show, where we'll be talking about Chris Hansen caught cheating by a hidden camera, Mark Halperin suspended by MSNBC for calling President Obama a dick, as well as the BBC with new tennis grunt silencing technology. Of course, as a member, you also get the podcast commercial free and access to our almost 6-year archive of programming, davidpakman.com/membership. There's a Tea Party leader who is now saying that anti-gay bullying is healthy peer pressure. Can you imagine anything more sinister, Lewis? Anti-gay bullying is not bullying at all, according to Rich Swire, who's an activist with the Tea Party Nation. In fact, he says it is, quote, peer pressure, and it is actually healthy. Swire was responding to a report from a Florida group that showed that 77% of all bullying victims are picked on due to sexual orientation, gender identity, or the perception of either. The report points out that LGBT youth, as we've talked about on this show many times, are up to 5 times more likely to commit suicide than their straight counterparts. Disturbing numbers, which we've looked at in detail.
Right.
But, according to Swire, the anti-bullying campaign is nothing more than a sham by, quote, radical gay activists. He says that it's all a part of the ever-omnipotent gay agenda and its plan to indoctrinate school children into the so-called homosexual lifestyle. How many times do we hear, Lewis, about these gay conspiracies? I mean, it's unbelievable the amount that we hear about these.
Yeah, especially from, what was his name? Mike Savage.
From Michael Savage, we hear it all the time. You're right. I think I have some of those clips, in fact. I mean, the guy has been for a while just obsessed with this gay topic. It's incredible.
The homosexual mafia.
The homosexual agenda will not stop until religion is outlawed in this country. The libs are hysterical. What does that tell you about the loving, kind lesbian who just assaulted you in your car? The Catholic Church is now caving into the homosexual mafia.
All right. So anyway, the point...
You'd think if there was a homosexual mafia, they would have offed Michael Savage by now.
And they would have marriage equality in more than just a handful of states. But that would be too obvious, wouldn't it? Mm-hmm. So again, Rich Swire from Tea Party Nation telling us this isn't bullying, it's peer pressure, it's healthy. He says there are many bad behaviors, such as smoking, underage drinking, drug abuse, that are behaviors that cannot be condoned. Homosexuality falls into this category. He says it's simply bad behavior that youth see as such and rightly pressure their peers to stop it. In Sarasota County, over 70% of all HIV/AIDS cases are due to male sex with males, he says. Meanwhile, listen, you and I know, Lewis, that this is the type of thing we can expect from the Tea Party, even though the Tea Party continues to indicate that they have no racist factions, that they have no anti-gay factions, they don't discriminate, they're open to everyone. We know none of those things are true, right? I mean, we've been aware of that for years. Mm-hmm. At the same time, it is very disturbing that today, Fox News did a story on the Tea Party. So you would think, oh, a Tea Party Nation person came out and said incredibly vocally something which is incredibly harmful to so many kids around the world. Something so hateful, saying he thinks gay bullying is good. That's the story Fox News should be covering if you're going to devote any amount of time to the Tea Party. No, not even close. Fox News today runs the following story about the Tea Party, saying it's incredible how much press the Tea Party is getting. After some were saying the Tea Party was going away, they're back, and there's a movie talking about the original Tea Party and Tea Party activists galore. No mention of the irresponsible, despicable, hateful comments from Rich Swire and the Tea Party Nation saying anti-gay bullying is healthy peer pressure. Who's more irresponsible, Rich Swire saying this, or Fox News running a Tea Party story and not even mentioning it?
Fox News.
You think that's more irresponsible?
Well, this guy's obviously a loon. So, I mean, I don't even think it's a matter of responsibility when it comes to him.
Any surprise Fox News chose to run a positive Tea Party story instead of a real Tea Party story?
Of course not.